Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome. I am just another Pokédad, and if you know where I stole my intro from, you're my kind of geek, and I say geek lovingly. I really, really do. Thank you for coming back. I know it's been a while, but here we are, and there's a lot of new stuff, and I've been playing a bit, lots of news. The first thing I want to touch base on before we get into the deck is the new PTCG Live. I'll give you my opinion on it. I'm an old man, just another Pokédad, and I'm one of those stuck in their ways kind of people. And I think it's a great thing for the game. I really do. I certainly empathize with everybody who's put a lot into collecting on PTCGO, and we'll see a lot of that collection, or not a lot, but significant things go away, and probably permanently, and that's too bad. I, for one, love the Heart Gold, Soul Silver era energies. I took time to collect some of them, gave up quite a bit to do it, but this is life. I think the new system, although I'm not as crazy currently about the visuals of it, and maybe that'll change. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out, really. But I think a lot of it, the aspect of crafting cards and things like that, I think it will be a lot better than the trade system where things can be a little out of hand. Lord knows I've bought code cards to trade to get Shadow Rider Calyrexes. I mean, I would much rather have just crafted into them. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a good thing. And that's all I'll go into. Many people have done their videos about this and have said it better, I'm sure. So today we're doing one of the new V-Union decks, and I chose MewTwo because I'm playing a lot of Shadow Rider Calyrex right now. It's my favorite deck, mainly because in most of it, I get to use Alchemy VMAX, who I love, because look at me, do I look like I don't love cake? So I built a fun deck. I don't think it's a great deck, but it's kind of fun, and I'll show it in a few games here. So we'll run through what's in it. I've got one Crobat V for some draw. I do have one Galarian Articuno with the Cruel Charge, so you can get a couple extra energy into play quickly for your Shadow Riders. And I'm playing two Galarian Articuno Vs for Reconstitute. It's a great way to discard your V-Unions from your hand, because they have to be in your discard pile, all 4 pieces, before you can get them out onto the bench. So there aren't a lot of ways, I mean, quick balls and things, but so Galarian Articuno is a good way to do that. I'm running 2 of them because I don't want to prize one. Then we're running a 4/4 line of Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Surprisingly, Shadow Mist is a really strong attack against a lot of decks, because early on, preventing them from playing Special Energy or Path to the Peak can be huge. And then 4 of the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, Underworld Durability is just insanely good. Discard or attach a psychic energy from your hand and draw 2 cards. No discard. What? It's not Zoroark. I was going to compare it to the old Zoroark GX because it's similar, but in a way, to me, better because you're accelerating energy and drawing. And then Max Geist, you're doing 30 for every psychic energy attached to your Pokemon in play plus 10. So you can ramp up numbers pretty quick if you get a bunch of these guys out. And then, of course, we're playing the MewTwo V Union. Here's his tail. Each one of them has abilities, each corner so has an attack, and then some have abilities. They give up 3 prizes. You have to have them in your discard pile to get them into play. That's the tough part, and not prizing a piece. But once you do, they're kind of fun. Are they overly powerful? They have 4 attacks, but like, here's one. It's for 300. And it prevents all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon, which is a nice ability to have. But Final Burn for 300 for 4 energy, it's a good attack, but it's not knocking out any VMAXs. So you're a little short there. Super regeneration, heal 200 from this Pokemon, but you're not doing any damage, so what are you doing? You're taking a whole attack to not do damage, just to heal, but you only got 310 HP. So won't you just be taking the same amount of damage next turn, most likely? Maybe it'll come up. I just doubt it. Psysplosion, put 16 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. You could take out several of their support Pokemon quickly with that. I mean, it's only a 3 attack cost, and in a energy acceleration deck, that isn't hard to get out. It's also a good finisher. They retreat onto their bench, take a bench knockout there. And then you've got the Union Gain, which attaches 2 energy from your discard to the Pokemon, which if you're using that, you're just wasting time, in my opinion. In this deck, with we've got Shadow Rider to accelerate our energy. So those are the Pokemon lines. So trainers, we've got 3 Evolutionary Incense, 4 Fog Crystals. The problem with the V Unions is there's really not ways to search them out. You can't get them with Fog Crystals because it's not a basic. You can't get it with Quick Ball because it's not a basic, which we're running 4 of. We've got 3 switches. We've got 3 training courts, 3 boss's orders, 1 Marnie. We're running 2 Professor Burnets, which come with your V Unions because you can search for 2 cards out of your deck, discard them, then shuffle your deck. So that's our last resort to getting out, and you'll see it does come in handy. It's not great, but this is what we've got to try and accelerate getting the Mew into play. 4 Sycamores. So Sycamore, old school. Professor's Research, Magnolia, or Juniper, but Professor's Research, not Professor Sycamore. Same thing, but different. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. This becomes one of the ways to get things out of your hand. But you can lose a lot of resources that way, so it's tough. But you got to have it. 2 air balloons, and then 15 psychic energies. Yes, you don't want to run out. You got to be doing big numbers with your Calyrex, and to do big numbers, you need 10 or 11 energy in play. So you can't afford not to have them. That's the deck. Let's see it in action. I'm going to show you 3 of the games I've played. And there's some fun. There's some sadness. but enjoy the V Union. Here we go. First game with the V Union deck. And I apologize, my video is giving me some issues. I promise it's probably just my face cracking the screen. So here we go. Not a great opening hand, starting with Crobat. But I do have some quick balls, so that should get us out of this. And the Fog Crystal up against Rayquaza. Rayquaza's a fun deck. The Rayquaza Flaffy, you got lots going on. It can deal big numbers. Hopefully, we can get started a little faster than they will. They got to get energy in the discard, which they didn't, which that's good. So we're looking okay. Let's see, we've got all 4 of our V-Union pieces. That's good. Get ourselves a Calyrex V. We want to get those out as quick as we can and as many as we can, and probably one of the Articunos as well. Just using their stadium there. I don't even know why, but just to look, even though I did look. So I'm going to get ourselves another Calyrex V here. And I think we're not going to need the baby Articuno in this matchup. I think speed-wise, we should be all right. So I'm going to get rid of that. Get the Sycamore. That's good. We got 1 piece we can get rid of. And now we got 3 Calyrex V set up. We're going to try and hold. Ideally, we want to hold this last bench space, just in case by turn 2 we might be able to get ourselves the V-Union. But I didn't use Articuno's Galarian Articuno V's ability there because I didn't want to throw anything in this hand away, really. So let's see where our opponent goes. I got 1 Flaffy in play, a second Flaffy in play, but they don't have anything in the discard. And it has to attach to, ooh, and they just Dragon Pulse. Discard a couple things. That's all right. That's all right. Evolve. We'll do a little bit of attaching here. Well, that's not ideal. So now I may as well draw, I don't know. Yeah, draw a card. I'll get rid of, I'm going to Sycamore, so I'll get rid of those. That's not great. But I get myself on the bench, give myself free retreat. So now I can attach, I can get an attack off now. Got 2 more parts, but I've already used Articuno's abilities, so that's kind of a bummer. But it'll mean next turn we're going to be closer. And we're doing good. We got 3 Calyrex V's in play. I want to keep the bench space, so I'm not getting the other Calyrex V right now. Because I don't think I'm in danger of being knocked out. They didn't attach a fire energy last turn. I don't think they have any lightning in the discard right now, so I think we're in an okay place actually this turn. So they've got the Air Balloon on both their Rayquazas. You get the third. Oh no, they're putting the Flaffy back. Love Rayquaza's ability. Helps, gives good synergy. I like the Rayquaza V and VMAX. And I think with You know, I mean, there might be something coming down the pipe that gives it that push. It's a good deck. I think it could be a really good deck. But I think I'm just outpacing it here. You know, I'm going to get rid of a couple more of these guys. All right. Just going to thin a little bit. There's nothing I can grab with those. I really just want to get this V-Union into play. We're getting close. We're one piece away. So, you know, and I mean, we're up, and here we go. Here we go. Professor Burnet, I'm going to get rid of the final piece and the other Burnet because I won't need that now. And I'm putting it in play. Ooh, look at the V-Union. Mew, pew, pew. You don't pew, pew me. I pew, pew you. And we'll take a knockout here. You've got a crazy amount of energy in play. I mean, like, I don't even really need the V-Union because I've already got 3, 6, 9 energy in play. So I'm knocking anything out with, you know, 1 or 2 more energy anyway. But look how pretty it is. But it looks so small in the game now because they put it the size of a regular card. I wanted to see the big 4, you know, like in tabletop game. Like, how would you put that on a bench? Who has that kind of room? I mean, I know you have to stack it, but you want it all pretty. You want it to look like a big 4-piece card. That's what it is. Excuse me. I'm going to take a drink of water here. And see, even with the 3 energy attachment, it's just not enough. I mean, 260, that's nothing to sneeze at. But that's a lot of energy to get into play for their deck. And, you know. The trouble with the V-Union is that its big attack for 4 energy just doesn't take big one-hit knockouts. But look how much energy I've got in play. I mean, this deck does run 15 energy, and I have 3 cards left. So I'm in a little bit of a spot, even though I'm taking, you know, I mean, I have to be aware that I've pretty much put myself on a really tight clock that you got to be conscious of. I mean, I knock anything out next turn, no matter what. With, you know, they can knock me out. They can knock out my Calyrex. I don't think they have the ability to take a double knockout. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what. They can't put anything active that I can't knock out. So, I mean, we've got this one sewn up. But I'd like to see what they do. If they do, they probably just scoop at this point. Yeah, there we go. So I didn't even get to use the VMAX. But the threat was there. The threat was there. Okay, on to another game. So with my luck, we're going to be hitting a dark deck. And everything I play is like weak to dark. So took out the Alchemy VMAXs to try the V-Union, which I've got a couple pieces of, so that's good news. But truthfully, if this is a dark deck of, you know, Eternatus or whatever, then it won't. Oh, Galarian Slowbro. I don't see this going well for us in any way, shape, or form. Not unless we really just get off to the races. But yeah, Houndoom, Galarian, Slowking, we're in serious amounts of trouble. I don't even remember what the VMAX does. I think some sort of poison damage. I don't know, but we're hurting here. There's no way around it. I'm not even sure his attack, he might just be able to knock me out next turn. So, so we'll just try and maybe get the VMAX in play just to use it, just to actually get it. But, I don't know, 3 prizes. This isn't going to go, definitely not going to go our way, but that's okay. You know, some days you're the dog, and some days you're the fire hydrant. So, yeah, so they have evolved to the Slowking VMAX, which the Max Toxify. Yep, so, and 12. So, yeah, taking the knockout. Well played there, sir. 100 damage because I'm weak for a 10 damage attack. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, right? So, yeah, what am I going to do? We're just, there's no salvaging this one. Because he's going to take knockout after knockout. Yikes. Oh, yeah. Holy nuts. Really. How much energy does one person need in their hand? All of them. We need all of them. Well, we got it. So, what am I going to do here? Put all the dark, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get killed by the Slowking. Yeah, I don't know. That's take my Articuno, please. How Articuno was it? Yeah, I'm just going loopy here because there's not really an there's just nothing I can do. Sure, rugged helmet, why not? I don't even know what it does. I imagine it smacks me harder than I need to be smacked. Weakness, poison, knockout. If I wasn't weak to dark, he'd be doing 50 damage, plus 120, 170. We might be able to keep up if I was not weak to dark. But the truth is, I am weak to dark. So there ain't nothing to be done about it. So we get it into play. That's something. Can we power it up? I don't think we can. What are we going to do? Take out a Houndoom or a Hound. I don't even like. One prize and feel lucky you got it. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, this boss in game, right? Boss in game. I mean, I get lucky if there's no, but there's the boss. Well played. Well played. And there we go. Okay. We got smacked pretty hard by a dark deck. Let's see what we can do in the next game. Let's see. Oh, metal water box. So if that's telegraphing, then I'd say Zacian Inteleon kind of thing. So this should be fun. This should be fun. Sorry, hydrating. Stay hydrated. Wear a mask. Stay hydrated. Do what you gotta do. Not a great start, but I got at least one piece in my hand. Hopefully I have more in the deck. And maybe we'll actually get to see the V-Union do something instead of just sit on the bench. After all, it is a V-Union video, right? We have certain expectations. Well, what can I say? Maybe I'll dunk something if he doesn't get anything else out. Which I don't imagine. He has the attack, so even if he didn't have a quick ball, he could get things on. But it is Zacian, so what I like about Zacian is, at least, if I do get the V-Union in play, its big attack can take a knockout. And that ain't nothing. So, even with the Cape of Toughness. So, I feel a little bit all right. Well, let's draw one card at least, since I'm going to have to use... Well, that didn't do much. Probably a bad choice there, but all right. Use the Fog Crystal. We'll get out another Calyrex V. And I forgot to check my deck there. So that's a little rough. So I'm going to take the knockout there just to take away the opportunity for him to evolve and get some shady dealing shenanigans. I don't know what I'm setting myself up for, other than maybe he only takes one prize and evens it out, and then I'm going to make him have to go through maybe two. I mean, he does have the Articuno, so he could, but, ideally I make him go through 2-3 prizers and play it as a 7-prize game. And so that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm not sure. Think I'll probably put... I probably should have put the Articuno up with the Switch in my hand, so I could attach energy to the VMAX that I was going to evolve to. That was a little bit of a misstep. That I'm getting lucky with. I mean, I should be able to attack at least, because I can Underworld Door and then attach for turn, but
wasn't the smartest. I don't know if he plays Stadium, so I want to, he very well could play something that I need to get rid of. So I'm going to hold on to the Stadium. This is a pretty good matchup for us anyway, just because they can move quick, but if we move quick like we are, 130 on my first attack is not bad. You know what I mean? Like, not bad. Ideally, I could have had maybe one more Calyrex V in play, but I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. So he's going to Brave Blade. I can theoretically, perfect. I could top deck an Air Balloon, and then we Underworld Door to the one on the bench, switch out, take the knockout. He doesn't currently have a response. I think we can get the whole schlemiel in play this turn. So we'll get rid of those two, and then I use the Articuno V, get rid of the piece, and I guess now we'll get rid of... that's why I saved the Stadium. That's why. All right, here we go. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. It's fun. It's fun. It's funny. I was so excited to get it into play that I forgot to switch out like a fool. Like a fool. Oh, this could be bad. I forgot to switch out. Don't get overexcited, people. It's just a V union. It's just 4 parts of one card coming out of your discard pile, going onto your bench. What's there to be so excited about? Well, a lot. But I got too excited. I think I could be in a little bit of trouble here. Or a lot of bit of trouble. But he's grabbing a boss. That kind of tells me, I don't know, kind of tells me he doesn't have it. So he's going to try and strand yeah. Okay. So he doesn't have it. And he still doesn't, but here we go. So what I need is, I need to thin my deck. I know I've got another Air Balloon. Well, if it's in the deck. 13 cards. Let's thin it, see what we can do. Yeah, playable. Put a playable card out. No, I don't know. I don't know what I should have done there, but it doesn't matter. I've got a switch. I got an Air Balloon. And I've got 11 cards left. Attach for turn. Let's burn everything we can burn, right? And I probably should have grabbed that, but... oh, and I hit the switch and the Air Balloon. How delightful. And I got the boss. I'm going to take him out. Yay, we get to see final burn in action. 300 damage. Taking the full knockout. That's got to be game, right? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? We got to see it. We got to see it in action. That's all I wanted. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well played. You have a good deck as well. I got really lucky. Taking another W there. That's okay. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay safe, be kind, and be happy. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care.